My name is Dr Isaac Kinity. I'm a Kenyan, born in Kenya and brought up in Kenya. But today, I live in Connecticut, USA. I am puzzled, disappointed about what's happening in Kenya. Today, the leaders of Kenya are looting 3 billion Kenya shillings every day. They were looting 2 billion Kenya shillings in 2021-22. 3 billion Kenya shillings they are looting today is equivalent to 1.098 trillion Kenya shillings per year. This is more than the loans Kenya is given per year, which means Kenya is looting all the loans that it borrows, and it also loots all the aid given to Kenya. This is pathetic and unacceptable, especially in a nation where people are suffering and dying out of poverty emanating from corruption, emanating from looting of public funds. And these leaders are not ashamed to go on the streets and boast about how much it costs the wristwatches they buy. Shamelessly saying that they buy the wristwatches at 17 million Kenya shillings. And they buy the shoes they wear at 80,000 Kenya shillings. And they buy the belts they wear at 50,000 Kenya shillings. And they buy the neckties they wear at 20,000 Kenya shillings. With so many millions of youth on the streets, suffering, no employment, no food, no clothes. And when these youth go on the streets peacefully to ask the government for assistance, these thieves kill them like rats and like insects, not even thinking they're human beings was worth respect and dignity, just like them. That is why President Donald Trump of USA cut aid for Kenya. He would not tolerate to see the money that the US gives to Kenya as aid to help the poor being looted and taken in the pockets of a few disgruntled elements who don't care about the lives of others. I thank Donald Trump. I thank him for caring about the welfare of the American people. No one with sane mind can give out money to be looted. Nowhere in the world that one can happen. And no one can agree to take taxes from his own people and then give the taxes out to looters of public funds anywhere in the world. And no wonder some people from Kenya went out to demonstrate that Donald Trump cut aid to Kenya. What would he have done, knowing so well that the money that is given by the USA is going into the pockets of a few people who are not even ashamed of showing off and boasting that they have been looting the money? I thank Donald Trump. He cares so much about the American people. And I also thank him for having invited me to his inauguration after winning the elections. I also thank Donald Trump for having reappointed me this month of September 2025 as a member of the Presidential Advisory Board, RNC USA. I'm calling upon Kenyans to stop completely recycling leaders who have been looting public funds. They have no mercy for the children. They have no mercy for their mothers. They have no mercy for the youth. They have no mercy for the workers in Kenya. And they have no mercy for the farmers. And they have no mercy for the business community. The only thing they know about the business community is about extorting money from them in the name of protection and showing off to them. Protecting them from what? The Constitution is very clear. The taxes that are collected, part of it should be used to protect every individual Kenyan. And they have now gone beyond even extorting money from foreigners, forcing foreigners to escape to other countries so that they can conduct their businesses there. And as if that is not all, these looters of public funds, led by President William Ruto of Kenya, have gone to the Fifi farm in Naivasha and grabbed 5,000 acres of land owned by elderly Kenyans of ages 90 years of age and over, and senselessly evicting them from their farms, where is the only place they depended on for their living. People who cannot even work, they are past the age of working, and now some of them are dying now on the streets for lack of food and lack of any assistance. And still, he dares arrest some of them that they trespassed his farm. A farm that these people have lived since their childhood. They were born there. And William Ruto says the land belonged to them. Shame on them. Shame, shame, shame. Mindset of corruption. No mercy at all. This time I call upon Kenyans to think so much about who they are going to elect in 2027. Kenyans should not recycle these leaders at all. They have messed Kenya. They have destroyed the country. They have done all these evils that are hurting the country of Kenya and hurting the Kenyan people. President Ruto should emulate President Donald J. Trump. President Donald Trump cut aid to countries that do not care about their people. They loot all the money that is given to their countries, leaving the people suffering. Thanks very much. I thank you again, President Donald Trump. President Donald Trump also took measures on the borders of America. No country in the world that does not care about its border. And no country in the world has ever kept its border open for entry by any person who wills to go. All over the world, nations have been taking care of their borders and guarding the borders against entry by anybody who is not legally allowed to enter the country.